Welcome back to the show, everyone. It's a continuation of my recording session from yesterday, which means I am not 100%, however. It just means that I'm going to be a little bit more quiet and calm than I usually am. So we have a crew here on the West Coast. We're going to seize our Hollywood Playboy. Uh-oh. Oh, did you turn around? No, that means your life is forfeit. Nobody gets in this room. Okay, so at the end of the last episode, I teased that, she's gonna have to die too. I teased that I'm going to do something that I said should never, ever be done. And I'm gonna go ahead and do it. So, in Evil Genius, there is a way that you can accidentally make your agents of good OP, and the way that happens, I'm going to recall just everybody as well. The way that happens is if you change up the panic room. Okay, basically, if you've seen the design of my...
This is a Patriot World Service broadcast. General Gunfleet of the Patriot Council has today issued a warning to all American citizens after the recent string of kidnappings. The General urged all citizens to take basic self-preservation measures, such as not accepting candy from strangers. And now the weather. So,
okay, there is a catch with the game that you must always have at least, or every floor tile must be reachable by anyone who's walking. If even one tiny corner of your entire base is closed off because of items that you have placed, then all agents get the ability, not just super agents, but many other agents get the ability that they can teleport anywhere within your base and start bombing the hell out of everything, which is obviously very bad. So I am going to I make a backup save between every episode. After all those crashes we had, it's just the best way I can ensure that everything is fine. So I'm going to take a risk, and alright, she needs to go. I'm going to take a risk, and I'm going to blow up this barracks. And what that's going to do is it's going to cut off this training room from everything. You will not be able to access this training room until I get a replacement. So now I have violated the rule, and all agents get to have superpowers where they can teleport in the base and bomb everything. You can see my agents are freaking out. So I need to quickly, and I do mean quickly, get a new training room established as fast as I possibly can. We're going to make the door there. And we're going to go ahead and launch it. Go ahead. Go. Go. Use a heavy security door. And we'll also put in the Playboy training apparati. And Playboys are a lot more useful in this game than diplomats. So we're going to set up a few so we can have about 10. And once it gets done, we'll even move the $1 million bill over here, so it covers this area. So yeah, so this is how we're doing it, and hopefully, you know what? In fact, I'm gonna actually edit the room a little bit. We're gonna take that away. Is that room legal? Cool. Okay, so now we'll also stick a security camera right here, so I can catch anyone entering the room. Okay, so. So until this gets done, my base is at super risk here, because again, this part of the training room is still cut off. So if I start hearing explosions and fire and all sorts of terrible things, that's why. If we can keep these guys occupied just a little bit longer, and if we can keep the super agents at bay, because I know Dirk Douchebag showed up, but he hasn't been doing anything since he's got here. I don't know if we had him controlled or if he just left. Is that him? No. I guess he's gone. Is he back in the world map? Yep, there he is. So he just showed up and then left. Sweet deal. There's John Steele. And I don't know where Katarina is, but she's not on the base. Or in the island. Oh, there she is. She's... Uh-oh. She just left Cuba. She might be coming. Nope, there she is. She's in the Eastern Bloc. Okay, so all 3 super agents have decided to occupy themselves. So this could not have been timed any better. If I had done this little thing before when super agents were here, they would actually open a so-called secret hatch in the floor, teleport into a room anywhere on the base, even if they could already reach it. They like to teleport into your power plant and then drop a bomb and leave, destroying all your power plants, and then you're just screwed. Welp. Apparently they are already doing that. Yeah, when you cut off a room, they get to attack at will anywhere, even without provocation. And so I'm going to have to watch these guys carefully. We're going to get everyone nice and armed up, too. Where's my girl? We need to order her to... Why did I have her sit back down? Get out of the chair, lady. Maybe I did that because I knew what was about to happen. I don't know. Anyway. Alright, we're going to tell her to prioritize this. And hopefully everyone gets over there to do it. And we're just going to have to stay on yellow alert. Yeah, these guys are going to start shooting everything. And this is the problem. This is the problem with cutting off your base. But there was no other way I could have converted this to a training room unless I destroyed this one first, then made this one. And that would have cost a lot of time and a lot of money. So this way it's going to be a little bit more short term of some pain. But at least we should be able to get this done with minimal fuss. Not no fuss, just minimal fuss. Where's the burglary? I don't even see anyone who burgled anything. Oh, this guy. Yeah, okay. He just left, and I think he just took the $1 million bill with him. He teleported into this room, took the $1 million bill, and teleported out. Now I will never be able to get it back. So, well, all right, so it goes. Wait, nope, there it is again. Someone caught him. I thought, okay, all right. Oh, right, all of the henchmen are here. That's right. Okay, never mind. We are in okay control. Where's my girl? There she is. She still hasn't shown up yet. Do the thing. Make this room. Do it now. Alright. That is a lot of dead bodies. We are going to be pissing off the other countries pretty severely. Alright, meanwhile, I'm going to give the order for the Playboy to be tortured. I was hoping to wait until we had the, let's see, what haven't we used yet? I don't think we've used that one. I was hoping to wait until we got this room operational, so we had the training devices operational, but it is not to be, apparently. Alright, who... No. Do it. I just want to know who's in charge. Okay. Go do it, guy. What? That was weird. Capture tag issued meant that whoever was escorting him broke away. It must have been that guy that we just had. Alright. Oh, good. He's got the dynamite. Okay. I'm going to move our girl a couple steps away here.
Way ahead of you, darling.
It doesn't really matter, but I guess for role-playing sake, I don't want to stick her right next to the dynamite. Alright, usually it's 3 dudes with dynamite, and then the room will open, so hopefully with these 2, that'll do it. Yep, the yellow, or the blue lines disappear. He pushes the button. There we go. Look at that. Our girl is so awesome that she doesn't even bother covering her ears when explosions are happening 3 feet from her head. Alright, let's give the order again to get him interrogated. And then we're gonna, let's see, these traps did get rebuilt. Excellent. Alright, now the room is back up, which means Let's see, let's put another camera here. I shouldn't have destroyed that column. I wondered about that. The column was actually in a good place, but... yeah, let's just do that. And that should cover... yep, that covers the whole room. Excellent, okay. And then this can be moved... or turned slightly. I'm going to move it back to its original position, but I want to turn it. And now the Playboy training facilities are coming up. Let's see if I can get here quick enough. The arms are just chucking them into the into the glass as necessary. Beautiful. All right, so that's going to happen, and we're going to get 10 Playboys. We're going to lower the number of spinnies because we won't need that many once we get Playboys active. And I think I only need 7 of each of these now, right? I think I only had them on 8 for a very specific reason. So, where's our Playboy? There he is. So, I was going to mention this several episodes ago, but didn't. Because sometimes I pretend I know about game design and want to talk about it. The cool thing with this game that is kind of subtle that not a lot of people notice when they play is that all of your minions are color-coded, and it's because when you're just sitting here at this distance, you don't necessarily know who everybody is, which is why they have a very basic color. So, like, all of your military minions are wearing orange. So here you see a martial artist, a guard, and a mercenary. They're all orange. And that way, in a glimpse, in just a flash, you can see, like, even just now I see, oh, there's a bunch of military minions responding to this thing. They're all running the same way. Your scientists primarily wear white. So here's one of our biochemists. Here's a normal scientist. Of course, our techies wear white with blue aprons. And your social minions wear red. So here's our diplomat, or the only exception is, oddly enough, the spin doctor. He wears orange. But here's a diplomat wearing red. The Playboy wears red. The valets wear red. The spinnies are fat, so you can tell they're kind of not military minions. But it's nice that you can see that at a glance because one power... whoa, knocked my mouse around. One power I have not been using because I haven't had to yet. All henchmen have this power, the 3-person power here. It means gather minions, and all minions who are within the radius of the command when you activate it start following that henchman around. And this way, like, you can know immediately, you know, okay, I'm being attacked, and you grab a minion, or a henchman, run him into a mass of orange minions, because orange means military. You hit that button, and now there's a whole bunch of military minions following him around, and he can go fix the problem. So it's one of the nice little subtle game design things that the game used, and it's very clever, and it's useful for gathering your peeps and making sure everybody's on the same page and everything. I really enjoy it. It's one of the many reasons I like the game, and that was, you know, I didn't get it at the time when I first played this game because I wasn't smart enough to understand game design back then. But like, I do now, and I see how useful just something that subtle can be to illustrate a point and to make things a little bit easier on the gamer and provide them with information. Because that's the thing with most games. Usually, if a game is broken for whatever reason, it's usually because there's not enough information being given to the gamer. Because, you know, there should be a little bit mystery involved in games. It shouldn't just be a step-by-step process on how to beat it. But on the other hand, there should also be a lot of feedback for players, especially in games like simulations. There has to be feedback. And that's generally when a game fails you, when there's not enough feedback. I did a review for a game called Cities in Motion for IGN, which is a game that it's basically, think like it's SimCity, but you don't get to mess with buildings, you only get to mess with the transportation network. And I really enjoyed the concept. It was a fun game, but you never had feedback to why your business was failing. Like, it would just be a frowny face or a happy face where it would say, this bus stop is useful, this bus stop is not useful, but it never detailed why. So you could never really learn or understand why your business was failing or when it was doing good. You need feedback, you need information, especially for a sim. Well, this game is not exactly a sim, but you know, you still have plenty of feedback and information when things are going wrong, except for the world domination screen, which was, not coincidentally, the general complaint that this game got from a lot of reviewers. That when you start losing people on the world domination screen, the only thing that changes is this number. You see a little red glow to the world and a number, and that's it. There's no audible clue, there's nothing else. And sometimes you don't have time to keep your eyes peeled and zoomed in on this little corner of the screen. So, you know, I just find that neat that, you know, all that, there's so much thinking that goes on when it comes to game design and interfaces. Like, that is the most important thing, because if the gamer doesn't know what the hell's going on, then the game's not going to be fun. And it will lead to bad scores and bad experiences. And depending on the game, it may, or the problem, it may be enough to turn you off of it permanently. For Cities in Motion, that was the case for me. Like, the lack of feedback really turned me off of the game. And as much as I tried to enjoy it, it got to the point where you were on time limits and trying to figure out why your business was failing, and you couldn't, because there was no way, there was no system within the game to tell you why your business was failing. So, anyway, that was just sort of a long blathering just to say that I do like the way Evil Genius does it, and aside from the world domination screen, I think feedback in this game is done very, very well. I wish there was a little bit more detail sometimes, like when you hear an object is being stolen. I sort of wish you could set up like sectors where the announcer could say there's an object being stolen from Sector 2, or even if they could say exactly what the object was, because then I would know exactly where to go to fix the problem. Although, maybe that would be a little less fun. Maybe that would be too easy then to fix the problem, but whatever. This is why I'm not a game designer. I'm only a game player. But I don't know. Anyway, I hope you didn't mind me blathering like that. I guess you wouldn't if you're still here. Alright, so that is all done. Now that we have basically everything recovered, we have 100 people, we've got the new training room, we're making some Playboys, I think. Well, we have 2, better than 0. We're making some Playboys, we've got the backup gym here. I was able to reduce the number of lockers we have because your maximum number of minions is also based on your notoriety, and since our notoriety is unstoppable at 411, that's pretty high. I don't remember what the high point is. There is a notoriety where at some point you don't even need any lockers and you'll have 100 minions. It could be now, but I would have to destroy these 4 to find out why. Whatever, it doesn't matter. These 4 aren't costing me any money and they're just sitting there. Oh, that's right. I destroyed the one thing because I was going to buy a cryogenic chamber. So we'll buy a couple of them, actually. In fact, we'll move them against the rocks. Yeah, there we go. And we're going to move this 1 space down. That way they can get around here. Okay, so we're doing all right. Oh, and this is the last thing we'll do. I forgot about this. Now that we have this central area unlocked, which we did many episodes ago, but now that I have a room also here, we can make a hangar that goes through this room, and it will act as a shortcut for your minions. There is a restriction. Yep, there it is. There's a restriction on where you can put it. You can't put it in that center section. That's the white. That might be tripping you out the way the colors are, but anyway. Because that's where the rocket's going to take off from. So you kind of have to wiggle this around a little bit. Ugh. The double appearance of the cursor is throwing me off, but there we go. There we go. So now we'll have a shortcut, just in case someone needs to run over to these power plants or something, or, you know, whatever. The peeps will have a quick way to get over there without having to go through the entire area. Why do I have a bunch of enemies right here? Well, hell, there's about to be some dead bodies in the base. This is why I had everybody arm up. I had a feeling things were going to get a little dicey while I was trying to move all the rooms around. I think we're good now. So I'm going to cancel the alert, and we are going to close out this episode. I know not a whole lot got accomplished here. Hell, it was 20 minutes without a time skip. That hasn't happened in a while. But in the next episode, we are going to start going all out for attacking the story. That way we can start hopefully getting those optional missions to take out Katarina and then Dirk Douchebag. So thanks for watching, guys. I will see you tomorrow for another episode.